This is the Daily Brew, 5 minutes or so of grounded insight for a business that works with you, not against you. I'm Teresa Cleveland. Let's go. Last week, I introduced the Gap Finder framework and walked through the first foundation, products and offers. As a reminder, we're talking about businesses in roughly the $75,000 to $100,000 range. Your business structure is beginning to shift, and it's not uncommon for businesses to stall at this point. So if that's you, take heart. Today, I'm sharing the Money Matters Foundation. And yes, the play on words is intentional. Number one, money does matter. And number two, this is the foundation that deals with all of your money matters. Financials, metrics, your pricing, the capacity within your business, and actually knowing what numbers drive your business. When I dig into this foundation, here's what I'm looking at. First, are you tracking the right metrics? A lot of business owners at this stage are still tracking the metrics that got them to this point. Website traffic, social media followers, email open rates, sales, and those numbers have been helpful up to this point, but they can't tell you why your income may be stuck now. Here are the metrics that actually matter at this stage. Capacity. How much of your available time is already booked with client work? Your revenue per client hour. Which clients are actually profitable and which ones are draining mentally, sometimes physically and financially? What's your close rate from qualified conversations to paying clients? Are you converting 2 out of 10 or 8 out of 10? That tells you completely different things about your pricing and positioning. Second, do you know your numbers well enough to make good data-driven decisions? Or are you still making decisions based on how things feel? Because when you're guessing instead of looking at the data, you can end up solving problems that may not even exist. You might think you need more visibility when actually your sales process is broken. Or you might think your offer isn't good enough when really it's just that there aren't enough people seeing it. And how crappy is it when it feels like nothing's working? But when you dig in, it could be one small pricing shift that would change everything. Third, is your pricing strategy sustainable? Many business owners price their programs and offer based on what they think people will pay or what other people are charging for it. And it's not based on what their time is actually worth or what the business needs to be sustainable long term. And then what happens? You end up maxed out on capacity and still not profitable enough to hire help. That's definitely a gap in the Money Matters Foundation. And fourth, is your financial tracking set up so you can actually see what's happening, or is your data scattered across multiple platforms, making it nearly impossible to get a clear picture? Remember, you can't improve what you can't see. And here's why this foundation matters. If you don't know your numbers, you're flying blind. You're making decisions, like I said, based on your feelings instead of facts. And that'll keep you stuck much longer than necessary. So here's something to think about today. What's just one financial metric that you're not currently tracking that could actually help you make better decisions in your business? And it could be different things for different people based on what you already have in place. So choose one to begin with. You may have several that pop up at once, and that's all right. Just jot those down and then circle the one that you think will make the biggest impact right now. Maybe it's capacity or how long your sales cycle actually takes. Maybe it's revenue per client hour or something altogether different. Pick one, start tracking it this week. Dig into what you already know and combine that with what you find out as you begin tracking it. Once you can see what's actually happening, you get to stop guessing and start taking meaningful action. And that's such a great feeling. That's it for today. If this hits home, follow the show and share it with someone else who might need it today. I'll meet you back here next time.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.